All right, let's get right into it. If you're traveling internationally, keeping your gear charged is, well, it's everything. But let's be honest, between all the confusing airline rules and the crazy tech specs, trying to find the right power bank can feel impossible. So we're going to break it all down and find the perfect one for your next trip. Oh man, we have all felt that surge of panic, right? Your phone isn't just a phone anymore. It's your boarding pass, your hotel confirmation, your map to, well, everywhere. A dead battery isn't just a small problem. It can totally derail your entire trip. So that's really the core question we're tackling. This isn't just about having any power. It's about having the right kind of power in your backpack. One that's safe, legal for flying, and just perfectly suited to your travel style. So let's get into the essentials. Okay, before we even start looking at specific products, we have to talk about the one single most important rule of flying with batteries. Seriously, getting this wrong could mean leaving your brand new expensive power bank at the security checkpoint. Nobody wants that. So listen up, because this is crucial. Your power bank must always, and I mean always, be in your carry-on bag. Never, ever put it in your checked luggage. Why? Well, it's a safety thing. Those loose lithium-ion batteries are a real fire risk down in the cargo hold where there's no one to deal with the problem. Keep them with you in the cabin, and you're keeping everyone on the plane safe. Now, you've probably seen MAH written on batteries a million times, but for flying, the metric you really need to care about is watt-hours, or WH. Think of it as the universal language that the TSA and all the international aviation authorities speak. It's the one number that really determines if your power bank is getting on that plane with you. And here it is. This is the magic number, 100. As long as your power bank is under 100 watt-hours, you can fly on pretty much any airline in any country without needing any special permission. Sticking to this limit is just the easiest way to guarantee you'll breeze right through security. Okay, so with the rules out of the way, let's find the right tool for the job. And we'll start with the person who needs every last drop of power they can legally carry, the digital nomad. Now, what's so cool about this is that very specific number you see, 99.54 watt-hours, that's not some random number. Anker actually engineered this thing to get as close as possible to the legal limit without going over. It's designed to give people who work on the road the absolute most power they can legally carry on a plane. And that's exactly what this is for. This is for the person working from a cafe in Lisbon, or maybe on a long train ride across Japan. It's got enough juice to keep a MacBook Pro running for hours. It literally turns any spot with a chair into your office. Now let's do a complete 180 and talk about a totally different kind of traveler. For the ultralight hiker or the true minimalist backpacker, every single ounce matters. For them, the power-to-weight ratio is everything. And that brings us to the Nightcore NB10000. This thing has a serious cult following, and for good reason. It's got this carbon fiber shell, which makes it weigh just 150 grams. To put that in perspective, that's about half the weight of other power banks with the same capacity. It's so light, you'll probably forget you even packed it. And that phrase just says it all, doesn't it? If you're the kind of person who obsessively counts every gram you pack, whether you're hiking a massive trail or you're just a committed one-bag traveler, this is, without a doubt, your perfect power solution. But hey, what if your trips are less about saving weight and more about just surviving the elements? For the adventure seeker, you need something that's built tough. Durability is the #1 feature. The Elecom Nest Out is built like an absolute tank. That IP67 rating you see, it means it's totally dust tight, so it's perfect for a trip to the desert, and it can literally be submerged in a meter of water for about 30 minutes. It's just designed to take a beating, so you don't have to sweat a little rain or an accidental drop. And honestly, that vibe fits it perfectly. If your travel plans involve more sand and sea spray than spreadsheets and conference calls, this is the power bank that's going to survive right there alongside you. So we've seen some fantastic options, but how do you figure this out for yourself? How can you look at any power bank and know if it's the one? Let's quickly decode some of the key tech terms so you can make a smart choice on your own. Okay, here's the main thing you have to remember. Milliamp hours, or MAH, that tells you how much juice it has, how many times you can charge your phone. But watt hours, or WH, that's what airport security cares about. Both are important, but for travel, the watt hour number is the one you just can't ignore. And what if the watt hours aren't printed right on the device? No problem. You can actually figure it out yourself. Just take the capacity in mAh, multiply it by the battery's voltage, which is usually printed somewhere on there, it's often 3.7 volts, and then just divide that whole thing by 1,000. It's a super simple formula that could save you a huge headache. And here are a few other little pro tips. look for the letters PD or power delivery. That means fast charging. If you need to charge a laptop, make sure the output is at least 45 watts. And pass-through charging. That's a lifesaver in those hotel rooms with only one outlet. It lets you charge both your phone and the power bank at the same time, overnight. So, after all that, what's the bottom line? What should you actually go out and buy? Well, it really comes down to what you value most when you're on the road. So, here are our final picks. If you need a do-it-all powerhouse that can handle multiple devices, maybe even a laptop, the Anker Prime is a fantastic versatile choice. But if you are counting every single gram and weight is your #1 priority, the Nitecore NB10000 is an absolute game changer. Ultimately, the right power bank is the one that just gives you peace of mind. It gives you the freedom to focus on the adventure that's right in front of you. So think about where you're headed next and make sure you've got the power you need to stay connected and capture it all.